Does this investigational weight loss medicine cause your resting heart rate to rise? Retatrutide is still in clinical trials and hasn't been approved in the UK, but it's already generating a lot of interest. And because it works differently from existing treatments, there are some important safety considerations worth understanding. One of the biggest, its effect on resting heart rate. Let's get into it. Retatrutide is what's called a triple agonist. That means it targets 3 different hormone receptors at once: GLP-1, GIP, and glucagon receptors. You might already be familiar with GLP-1 receptor agonists like semaglutide or tirzepatide. Retatrutide works on those same pathways, but it also activates glucagon receptors, and that's what makes it distinct. Here's why that matters for your heart. GLP-1 receptors are found in cardiac tissue, including the sinoatrial node. That's essentially the heart's natural pacemaker. When those receptors are activated, the heart may be stimulated to beat a little faster. Glucagon receptor activation can independently raise heart rate as well, and potentially increase how forcefully the heart contracts. So with retatrutide targeting both of these pathways simultaneously, the combined effect on heart rate may be greater than what's seen with approved GLP-1 medications alone. Phase 2 clinical trial data published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 2023 documented this effect. At higher doses, participants experienced mean rises in resting heart rate of approximately 5 to 7 beats per minute. And importantly, this was dose-dependent, meaning the effect appeared more pronounced at higher doses. Similar, though generally smaller, heart rate increases have also been observed with approved medicines like liraglutide and semaglutide, so this isn't entirely new territory. That said, it's worth noting that Phase 2 trials typically exclude people with significant heart disease, so these findings may not fully apply to higher risk groups. To be clear, retatrutide has not received authorization from the MHRA or the EMA. It is still investigational and is not currently approved for use in the UK. So who might be most at risk? People with pre-existing tachycardia, that's a resting heart rate that's already elevated, or those with arrhythmias, hypothyroidism, or who are taking certain medicines such as stimulant-type medicines or serotonin noradrenaline reuptake inhibitors, sometimes called SNRIs, may be at greater risk of a more significant rise. If any of those apply to you, that's something to discuss carefully with your doctor before considering any new treatment. If you're involved in a clinical trial or discussing retatrutide with a healthcare professional, it's worth asking specifically about cardiac monitoring, how your heart rate will be tracked, what the plan would be if it rises, and whether your personal medical history puts you in a higher risk group. These are entirely reasonable questions to raise, and please don't ignore symptoms. If you experience a persistent resting heart rate above what's normal for you, palpitations, dizziness, or any chest discomfort, seek medical review promptly. If you're in a clinical trial, contact your study team first about any symptoms. And you can also report suspected adverse reactions through the MHRA Yellow Card scheme. That reporting process exists for exactly this reason. To recap, retatrutide's unique triple receptor activity, particularly its glucagon component, may produce a more pronounced rise in resting heart rate compared to currently approved GLP-1 medicines. Phase 2 trial data show this effect is dose-dependent, and certain groups may need extra caution. This video is for general information only, and isn't a substitute for advice from your own clinician. Always speak to your GP, pharmacist, or specialist for guidance that's specific to your situation. If you found this helpful, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your questions. And if you want more evidence-based health content like this, give this video a like and subscribe to the Bolt Pharmacy channel. We'll see you in the next one.